All right, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing tonight? I wish this camera would focus. Come on, camera, you can focus now. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. All right, having some camera problems. We're just gonna do some random blues and old country and things like that tonight. Me and my non-COVID head cold here. I'm gonna try to slog my way through this stuff and maybe sing it right. Let's do some Booker White, Shake 'Em On Down. Like to hear it, here it goes. Shake 'em on down. Well, I done stopped hollering. Must I shake 'em on down? Too much indebted to me through the week. Saved each chili pepper some more. Rainy day, well, must I holler? Oh, must I shake 'em on? Must I shake 'em on down? Pick my supper now, go to bed. This white lightning done gone to my head. Well, must I holler? Hey, must I shake 'em on down? Well, I done stopped hollering. Must I shake 'em on down? I ain't been to Georgia, well, I've been told Georgia women got the best jelly roll. Well, must I holler? Hey, must I shake 'em on down? Well, I done stopped hollering. Must I shake 'em on down? CC mama, you done called me to love you now. Man done coming, must I holler? Hey, must I shake 'em on down? Well, I done stopped hollering. Must I shake 'em on down? They do something to me, don't know what it is. Get me drunk in that old whiskey still. Well, must I holler? Hey, must I shake 'em on down? Well, I done stopped hollering. Must I shake 'em on down? Let's see what kind of feedback we're getting over here real quick. Okay. Says it's looking good. Y'all lied to me last time. That damn guitar last time was booming like hell. I'm running through a mixer this time. Let's see what we're going to do here. Oh, how about some Robert Johnson? If I can get tuned here. And your super chats are much appreciated. I'll read those too if you send me some. After I get done playing here, do the Q&A part. Super chats for the most part is how I make money on the live thing. Let's do some Me and the Devil blues. Early this morning, when you knocked upon my door, early this morning, when you knocked upon my door, I said, hello, Satan, I believe it's time to go. Me and the devil was walking side by side. Was walking side by side. Got no sweet woman till I'm satisfied. She says she don't see why that you would dog me around. She just says she don't see why that you would dog me around. Must be that old evil spirit so deep down in the ground. You may bury my body down by the highway side. You may bury my body down by the highway side. So my old evil spirit can catch a Greyhound bus and ride. There's a Robert Johnson there. My capo. Yeah. Sweating like a pig. The cold I got. Let's do the 9-pound hammer. Do some finger picking here. Size, heavy for my size. Roll on, buddy. Why do you roll so slow? How can I roll when the wheels don't go? Well, I'm going up to Holland, I'm going up to Hazard, just to get a rings like mine, rings like mine. Well, she rings like silver, or she rings like gold. Well, she rings like silver, rings like gold. Said, roll on, buddy, why do you roll so slow? How can I roll when the wheels don't go? Said, roll on, buddy, pull a load of coal. How can I roll when the wheels don't go? About some Skip James. Switch guitars for this. Another finger picking song. This is Crow Jane. Crow Jane, don't you hold your head up high. Someday, baby, you know, got to die, got to die. I'm gonna buy me a pistol, buy me 40 rounds of ball. Shoot Crow Jane, just see her fall. Oh, Lord, got to fall. That's the reason I beg Crow Jane not to hold her head up high. Someday, baby, you know, got to die, got to die. And I dug a grave with a silver spade. Ain't nobody gonna take Crow Jane place. No, 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 no. And I dug a grave 8 feet in the ground. Didn't know I loved her till they let her down, till they let her down. That's the reason I beg Crow Jane, learn her head up high. Someday, baby, you know, got to die, got to die. You know I let her down with a golden chain. Everything called my Crow Jane's name. Oh, no, no, no. That's the reason I beg Crow Jane not to hold her head up high. Someday, baby, you know, got to die, got to die. You know I never miss that water till the well run dry. I didn't miss Crow Jane till she died. No, 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 no. That's the reason I beg Crow Jane not to hold her head up high. Someday, baby, you know, got to die, got to die. All right, missed a couple of lyrics there. I'm live, so you get to hear every fuck up. I don't need this one anymore. Yes, any super chats y'all want to send me, I'll read those when I get done playing these. I've also got a Patreon page. You can sign up for the $5 or the $10 level. You'll get exclusive content. You'll get free MP3s, things like that, and early access to videos. All right. cold. Let's do some In the Pines. This, Where Did You Sleep Last Night? Lead Belly covered it. I do the Bill Monroe lyrics with kind of like a Lead Belly style of guitar here. Shivered when the cold wind blows. I asked my captain for the time of day. He said he throwed his watch away. While I'm on my way back home. In the pines where the sun don't never shine, and we shivered when the cold wind blows. To make you treat me so. You cause me to weep, and you cause me to moan, and you cause me to leave my home. In the pines where the sun never shines, and we shivered when the cold wind blows. In the pines where we showed our behinds, and we shivered when the cold wind All right, there's some In the Pines there. Get a sip of my drink. My throat's scratchy. We'll do the original version of When the Levee Breaks. Not exactly the Led Zeppelin version. A little different, some Memphis blues here. If it keeps on raining, levee's gonna break. If it keeps on raining, levee's gonna break. Water's gonna come and we have no place to stay. Well, all last night I sat on the levee and moaned. Well, all last night I sat on the levee and moaned, thinking about my baby and my happy home. If it keeps on raining, levee's gonna break. If it keeps on raining, levee's gonna break. no place to stay. My troubles too. I worked on the levee, mama, both night and day. I worked on the levee, mama, both night and day. I worked all day to keep that water away. Keep that water away. Oh, the mean old levee taught me to weep and mourn. Well, the mean old levee taught me to weep and mourn. Told me to leave my baby and my happy home. That's when the levee breaks. A little bit different from the one on Led Zeppelin 4. That was Memphis Minnie Joe McCoy that originally did that when the Mississippi flooded back in 1928, somewhere around there. Oh wait, I need to keep this guitar. All right, let's do one by the father of country music, who was basically a blues singer, really. Jimmy Rogers from, Meridian, Mississippi, I believe he was from. He was basically a blues singer that yodeled. And, I got a video of this on my Patreon channel, too. Well, T for Texas, T for Tennessee. Well, T for Texas, T for Tennessee. And T for Thelma, that girl that made a wreck out of me. Well, if you don't want me, mama, well, you sure don't have to stall. Well, you don't want me, mama, sure don't have to stall. 'Cause I can get more women than a passenger train can haul. I'm gonna buy me a pistol just as long as I'm tall. Gonna buy me a pistol long as I'm tall. Gonna shoot poor Thelma just to see her jump and fall. Well, I'm going where the water drinks like cherry wine. I'm going where the water drinks like cherry wine. 'Cause it's Georgia water, well, it tastes like turpentine. Shotgun with a big long shiny bell. Gonna buy me a shotgun, big long shiny bell. I'm gonna shoot that rounder that stole away my gal. I'd rather drink long. Rather drink muddy water, sleep in a hollow log, than be in Atlanta, being treated like a dirty dog. Damn it. Oh, the throat's giving out here. Let's see what to do now. I done did most of the ones I was planning on. Got one more. This is a finger-picking song. This is the record of the old 97. This was probably the first ever popular country song back in the 20s. Fireman and said, just shovel in a little more coal. And when we cross that great white mountain, you can watch old 97 roll. It's a long, hard road from Lynchburg to Danville. There's a line on a 3-mile grade. It was on that grade that he lost his air brakes. You should see what a jump he made. He was going down that grade, making 90 miles an hour, when the whistle broke into a scream. And when they found him, his hand was on the throttle. He was scolded to death by the steam. Well, now all you ladies, you better take warning. Listen now and learn. Never speak harsh words about your true loving husband. He may leave you and never return. All right, that was record of the old 97 or something close to it. I'm gonna get over here and talk to y'all for a while. Open me a beer. Should probably turn the reverb off of this thing too. All right. Check one. Okay, there we go. How's everybody doing tonight? Got one super chat there, Mr. Lead Rest for $2. Thank you for that very much. Says, I like parlor guitars better than full size. Well, I got a parlor guitar. I mean, It's different. It's an old one, so it's you know, not the best playing shape in the world. But I mean, I like the thing. That guitar I was just playing was more like an auditorium size. Ow! Shit. I know just the thing for a head cold. Let me see here. Get where I can read here. Yeah, what do we got going on here? I think everybody else gave their super chat money to the collection plate today or something at church. Good, thanks. Listening from Scotland. Oh, thank you. Oh, you know, it's pretty late in Scotland right now, isn't it? Like, showing like how many hours ahead is Britain? D. Burnstam, $15. Got any advice for intermediate players looking to learn the blues? There's a lot of videos you can look up, you know, just on YouTube for people who already kind of know how to play, just want to learn some blues stuff. I haven't done any, but there are people out there. I've seen them. God damn it, I need an ashtray. Okay. Let's pop open a beer here. I got the good shit tonight. I'm not drinking no Michelob Ultra tonight. I'm just going to drink the good shit. This is Founders Porter from, I think this is American, though. Put this in a glass, a dirty glass. It's 2:34 a.m. in Scotland. Okay. Damn. So somebody's up late. Says, will you do video lessons? I might do some. I mean, I've never been that great of a teacher because I'd learn in my own weird way. You know, there's not really much of a method to the way I learn stuff. But I mean, I've thought about doing some teaching videos. Let's see here. That's what a fucking beer looks like. Oh, you're talking about teaching for money. You know, I've only done that a few times in my life. Like, it just was never my thing, you know. Like, I could probably be a guitar teacher at, you know, some music store somewhere, but it's, there's not really a lot of method to the madness the way I do it. I'm just going to be like, well, play this. Well, I can't do it. Well, play this anyway. Well, I can't do it. Well, okay, well, fuck you. I'm kind of a just play it for you and you imitate me type of guy, you know. Says looks like Guinness. Well, yeah, Guinness is a stout. And this is a porter. It's about the same type of thing. This with this particular porter, even though Guinness is a stout porter, this porter seems to have a little more balls to it than like a regular draft Guinness. Oh, we got another super chat here. Jonesy, $15. Thank you for that, man. As a banjo player, you're my favorite guitar player on YouTube. I play banjo a little bit. I'm not like a genius at it or nothing. I do have one banjo in my back catalog of videos, you know, where I did Little Maggie. You couldn't hear the vocals on it because banjos are loud. So, yeah, next time I do a banjo video, I'm going to have to mic things up instead of just using the camera mic. 1853 infield, $20. Thank you, sir. Where do you go out and do live shows? Mostly in Georgia, South Carolina. I do stuff with the band. I've done a few of the acoustic ones. I did one in Waynesboro, Georgia. I want to book some more of those. Got to find the right places. But mostly you're going to find me with a band if you're seeing me in a bar somewhere. A lot of times playing stuff I don't like. I'm in two different bands now. One's a straight blues band. The other band is a about 70% blues and whatever classic rock will get the stupid ass sports bar crowd on my side. You know. Do you happen to know any Charlie Patton songs? I'm working on Spoonful of Blues. Haven't got the vocals where I want them yet, especially right now since I'm like coughing my lungs out. But yeah, I do know Spoonful of Blues. I'll be doing that on the Resonator in a video here soon. Probably on a live thing too. It says my cousin Tommy Harkenritter does a lot of tutorials and private online teaching. And I always thought about it, just don't know how good I would do at it. I've never been never been much of a guitar teacher, really. I don't even remember how I learned how to originally play. I was kind of a kid, you know. And I don't have tabs to provide, but I get asked for tabs a lot. I don't really use them unless it's something like so complicated that it would help me along, you know. Mostly like a by ear type of learner. Lead rest, Heineken. Yeah, I got some of those in the fridge actually. He says, click on the dollar bill and add a credit card. D. Bernstam. I guess that's how you do it. I guess there's some, there's some little dollar sign here at the bottom that you click on to do super chats. Says, let's see what we got here. I consider you to be the Clifton Hicks of guitar. Who's Clifton Hicks? I'm not familiar with the name. Love the Lead Belly most of all tonight. Love how you tell the history of each tune. Yeah, I do like giving a little history, you know, in there. Like I consider my channel like a weird music education channel, basically. I must have a damn fever. I'm like sweating like profusely here. To take a left turn, got any favorite classical composers? Well, besides the usual, you know, the Beethovens and the Mozarts and all that, I like Sibelius, Wagner, you know, Debussy, like just a lot of stuff from a lot of different periods. I like a lot of the Baroque people, you know, like Bach and stuff. And Scott for $10. Thank you, sir. Love your style, he says. Well, I appreciate that. Just sent one to your PayPal. I don't think they take as much as Super Chat. Yeah, that's true. The Super Chats, they take 30% of those. That goes to YouTube. Like if there were a music manager asking for that much, I wouldn't hire him. But Clifton Hicks is a great banjo YouTuber. You ought to check him out. Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, I went to a bluegrass festival over the weekend, like Thursday. Well, yeah, so it wasn't the weekend exactly. It was the Little Roy and Lizzie Bluegrass Festival in Lincolnton, Georgia. So it's where they used to have all the old guys like Monroe and Ralph Stanley before they were, all dead. But they still have some good people out there. They stick more with the old time stuff, not too much like hipster stuff. I actually got to hang out with a band called the Cody Norris Band. They took me up on the bus and stuff. It's the first tour bus I've ever seen that was completely devoid of drugs and alcohol. So next time I'll go to the hippie festival. But they were great people. Like this Cody Norris guy, like, if you're into bluegrass, this guy sings exactly like Jimmy Martin. It's like uncanny. And he was a really cool dude. Never met him before. Just got to hang out with him on the tour bus. I bought the album actually. Pretty good record here. And you can see this is the real thing. This is not a hipster band. These are guys that actually look like a bluegrass band. Let's see. TT says, "What the PayPal to donate?" Oh yeah. That's that building. Whoa, I can't talk. That'll be in the link in the description if you want to go there. Yeah. Bach is the only classical I can stand for some reason. Well, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people that don't listen to much classical still listen to Bach. He had a thing going there. He says, "LOL, hipster bluegrass. You mean like Billy Strings? Love that guy, but that's what it is. Ha ha." Yeah, I don't even know most of these people's names, like the hipster bands. I kind of like the old-fashioned, Bill Monroe, Lester Flatt type of stuff. Let's see. What else we got here? Would you feel comfortable sharing any short or long-term musical goals you may have? To get out more with this acoustic thing, definitely. Like, just do some like solo blues shows. That's what's in the immediate future, I believe. 'Cause right now, both of the regularly playing acts I'm with are both electric bands. Let's see, Buddy asked me, what are the black cows for? I said, hamburgers. What about the brown ones? I said, tacos. Shit. Doc Watson lives inside Billy Strings. That's a guy must be like, what, really good guitar picker, I guess. Says, how's the album coming along? I'm mixing it. It'll be out pretty soon. Might be able to get it mixed next week. But it's all recorded. He says, Billy Strings is if like Doc Watson was reincarnated and did acid, I guess. I might have seen Doc Watson when I was a kid, like, and didn't remember it. Because I went to all those bluegrass festivals as like a little kid. But they would take the really famous guys and kind of spread them out like over different days. And we would always go the day that Bill Monroe was playing. And I can't remember if I ever saw Doc live or what, or did I? I don't know. He was at all of them, like, back in the day. Said, let us know when it's out. The album. Oh yeah, you'll know when it's out. It'll be on this channel. Ooh. Come on, air conditioner. You going to have Junior as a guest on the live stream? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Junior's my bass player. I might have the band on one of these days. I don't know. It'd be a pain in the ass to mic them up in here and play, but I mean, I could have them all. I mean, Junior is like really good at talking, so he probably would be a good live stream guest. Love that mandolin of Monroe. Yeah, I was like 2 or 3 feet from that famous old mandolin of his. Like the guitar guy in his band was tuning it, and we were talking to him, and I got to meet Mr. Monroe too. Speaking of Doc Watson, you ever do any flat picking? Yeah, a little bit. I'm not as good with it as I am at finger picking. But Watson was a pretty good finger picker too. Let me see. Amazing youngin'. Thank you. Yes, all the way over here in Australia. Oh, cool. What time is it there? Is it like in the morning or something? I don't know. When you write your own songs, which do you usually write first, the melody or the lyrics? I usually write the music first. Like the lyrics are kind of just a afterthought for me. I'm bad at memorizing lyrics. I don't listen to lyrics very much when I'm listening to music. I'm usually just listening to the music. So we got a guy from Brazil. Cool. Paulo Alves. Let's see. I might do a little bit of flat picking here. Israel in the house. Damn, it must be like a weird time of the morning over there. Yeah, that's crazy. People from all over the place and get on here at really strange times. I thought about doing this earlier today just so people from Europe would have a chance to watch, but I got started at 9 o'clock as usual. I'm sick today. So, what brand of cigarettes are you currently using? These are Lucky Strikes, old timey cigarettes from the 50s. "4:50 a.m. in Israel." Yeah, that's usually about when I'm going to bed. It's about 4:50. I usually go to bed about 3 a.m. or something like that. I'm a night person. We do a little flat picking here. Here's a song. Here's a song I did when I was on the tour bus with these bluegrass guys the other day. 2:51 a.m. in Belfast. Yeah, well, so in Ireland there. Cool. Y'all hear that? Here's some Under the Double Eagle. Y'all throw me some super chats in the hat, man. That's Under the Double Eagle. I learned that when I was a kid from my dad, actually. Let's see. Start a book where you write down lines that make sense or sound cool, and in time add the lines to make the full songs. That's how I do it. Music after. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you write the lyrics first. The mic is in the way. Oh, yeah, it might have been in the way of my face. Yeah. Yeah, I try to speed up progressively on that song. See how fast I can do it. It's time for another beer, I think. What do we got here? That's a Meisel's Weiss. It's a German Hefeweizen. Any Germans in the house tonight? There's always one. And it's kind of a thing to pour in these Hefeweizens. You got to get the yeast in there. Yeah, get in front of the camera. And you pour most of the beer in there. Like so. Then you just shake the bottle around to get that yeast off of the bottom. And then you pour it in there. Nice and cloudy. Ever play any Elvis? Yeah, I've got Mystery Train on this channel, doing it on like a big hollow body Gretsch. That was one of his early Sun records. It's like I did like a finger picking version of it. Oh, yeah, that's a good beer. I'll tell you what, though, the Europeans, they actually kind of fuck you on the amount here. Like an American beer is 12 ounces. These are 11.2. They actually steal some of the beer from you. Family got here from Germany in the early 1800s. Oh, okay. Hefeweizen is really good, like bread in a bottle. Yeah, with especially all that yeast in it, yeah. Dark Heffa is also great. Never tried a dark Hefeweizen. I don't even know if I don't think I've seen one over here anywhere. Dutch, land of Heineken next to Germany, is the best I can do, LOL. I got some Heineken in the fridge in there. You should cover How You Want It Done by Bill Brunzi. I'd love a video. Look, I got Key to the Highway coming up sometime or another. So there will be some Brunzi on here. How do you come up with your melodies? Do you hear the melodies in your head and use them for your songs, or do you noodle until a melody happens? Yeah, I just kind of noodle. Like, I kind of use a guitar as a fidget spinner. There's one, like, besides my bed and besides my office chair at my desk in my house, and I just pick it up, play it, put it down, pick it up, play it, put it down. It's kind of like a fidgety thing for me. So I'm like an all-day noodler. Get this mic in the right place. Used to hate Elvis for some reason, but I think I'm starting to like him now. I mean, he's Elvis. He's the king. If you don't count Lemmy Kilmister, the true king of rock and roll. Killing Floor Blues would be awesome. I actually do that with the band. I haven't worked up a solo version of it. Are you talking about Howlin' Wolf's Killing Floor, or you mean Skip James' Hard Time Killing Floor? 'Cause I've actually been thinking about doing a video on that one. Ever done Shotgun Blues song? I don't think so. I'll be doing some Bring Me My Shotgun here pretty soon, like by old Lightning Hopkins. He says, Motorhead rules, LOL. Yeah. Lemmy Kilmister is the true king of rock and roll. He drank a bottle of Jack Daniels every day for fucking 30 years. He went through the entire Spinal Tap thing where he kind of started off in like a Beatles knockoff band, and then he did like a hippie, like Carnaby Street type of thing. And then he was in a metal band. Like, yeah, definitely the king. Can you teach me something basic? I mean, I could be doing a video like on some basic stuff pretty soon here. I mean, I got one on slide. If you look back a few videos, like I got one on just the basics of slide guitar. Turn this air back on. Let's see. What got you loving music and guitar, blues in particular? Well, my old man was a musician. I took to music kind of naturally as a kid, and when I was a kid, there were still like rock stars and things like that. So, playing instruments was still like a like a really good career option. But I mean, he taught me to play guitar, and I got into all sorts of different kinds of music, and I myself got into like a lot of 60s stuff like Bob Dylan and Hendrix and Clapton and Cream and stuff like that. And I just kind of asked myself, well, what are those guys listening to? They were listening to blues, and so I started picking up blues records. This would have been around the time of high school, probably. I think my first couple of blues cassette tapes were Muddy Waters and John Lee Hooker, and then I got the complete recordings of Robert Johnson on a CD, and that got me started off on blues. Let me see. Totally do the same fidget spinner thing with banjo and guitar. Makes it hard to focus on work. I need to do. yeah, that's just what I do all day. Like when I'm, just messing around with different stuff in my room, or working on the computer or something. I'll pick up the guitar, put it down, pick it up, put it down. Who would win in a fight, Lemmy or God? Trick question. Lemmy is God. Totally agreed. Limb by limb, he says. Do you like Rory Gallagher? He's got some good stuff. I mean, I don't have like a big bunch of Rory Gallagher music, but I've heard his stuff. He's pretty good, Mike was blocking your playing hand view. Oh, okay, yeah. The devil went down to Aiken looking for a soul to steal. LOL. No, I told you the story. I went down to the crossroads. The fucking devil was there. He had a contract written on, Google YouTube stationery. And he was like, I offer you mild internet fame at the cost of your soul. And I handed him my guitar, and he tuned it and gave it back, and I signed the fucking contract. Listening to Robert Johnson for the first time feels otherworldly. He's so eerie. I think the first time I heard him, I was probably like 14 or so, and I had the same reaction that Keith Richards had when he first heard him. It was like, who's the other guy? Like, like I thought they were like two people on the record. He says the AC is really quiet, possibly inaudible. Okay, that's good. Was the sound any better this time? I'm going through a mixer now. I got a compressor and a little reverb on there. Says, how old are you? I'll be 39 in June. Yeah, getting up there. It's about time to have a midlife crisis. I'm going to have to buy a goddamn Corvette or something. Has everyone hit the like button, he says. Oh, yeah, good idea. Yeah, everybody do that. When you change beers, you confuse your antibodies. He says a little boomy. I'm kind of a tweener in generation talk. Like I'm right between Generation X and millennials. I kind of identify more with Gen X. I remember Kurt Cobain being alive and all that. I was just a kid. Now the boomers were our parents. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. They added in the bottle weight. Oh, yeah. Are you talking about the slack Hefeweizen they gave me with 11.2 ounces in it? Yeah. What kind of thumb pick do you use? I just try on some at the music store and get the ones I like. Like this is a Dunlop, I guess M for medium that I got here. That fits pretty tight, He said I meant the guitar sound. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. The guitar was a little boomy. Yeah. Yeah, I tried to EQ that out. I don't know if the software I'm using is throwing y'all a different sound that I'm getting from the mixer when I check it before I start. Do you have a blues style you like best, like Piedmont or Delta, for example? They're both great, but do you prefer one or the other? I'd say I like Piedmont and Delta kind of equally, really. But yet I do prefer like the old pre-war type stuff. Let's see. What age did you start playing, and what was the tune that first got you doing this style? Oh, I was probably 9 or 10 when I started on guitar. My dad helped me get started on a big ass 70s Les Paul that I could barely hold. And as far as doing this style of music, it was probably probably a certain amount of Robert Johnson songs. Like I couldn't tell you a specific one. But Robert Johnson was the first old blues singer that I heard. Says YouTube is pretty crap. I blame them. Yeah, stuff doesn't sound like lovely on YouTube all the time. Yeah. Do you heat or melt the thumb picks to fit your right or just standard? Have a tough time getting one I like. No, I just I don't do anything to them. I just put them on. Mine tend to be pretty tight. Sometimes they'll cut off the circulation in the end of my thumb if I wear them a long time. Let's see what else we have here. What is your opinion on thumb pick versus no thumb pick for finger picking? Well, I do both. I prefer a thumb pick most of the time, but if I'm doing like certain things like Blind Blake, I'll just use my bare thumb. It's hard to do that Blind Blake roll with a thumb pick, but if you're using a thumb pick, it gives you more definition and kind of a little more power. I can't believe I'm older than you. No offense. Another one to the list. Hey, when I was at this Bluegrass festival the other day, like, I was the youngest person there that was not playing. I was older than a few of the guys that were playing. But as far as the crowd, they were, God, it was like a lot of 70, 80-year-olds. If I wasn't the youngest person there, I was probably like in the upper 1%. See, bluesy rock or rocky blues? I'd rather hear rocky blues. But most blues now, most contemporary blues that's coming out basically is blues rock. You know, you don't hear a lot of people doing it like like Muddy Waters was doing it and stuff. They kind of sound like rock bands. Any tips on how to learn songs by ear? Oh. Ooh. Well, I started out, with cassette tapes. That was my first medium of, of listening to music, and I would just, play the part like 1,000 times and rewind it and play it and rewind it and play it, rewind it and play it, and until I just thought I was sounding like it. You got to get like a feel for what key a song is in and. Things like that, to just be able to listen to something and tell, well, that's probably an E, that's probably an A. So yeah, knowing keys is a good idea. I learned that from playing with like country people, when I was in my early teens. Says, I don't see that as a problem. Nice to see younger people keeping the scene alive. Yeah, Yeah. Somebody needs to keep that old style bluegrass going. You know. I mean, it is so much like hipster bluegrass now. It's almost like I don't know what to call it. Like it's like contemporary folk, but with bluegrass instruments. I like the old style stuff. Do you play the harmonica? Can't play one worth of shit. I've tried. Can't do nothing on one. I wonder if I got my harmonica here. Let's see. There it is in the drawer. Yeah, I suck at blowing. Yeah. Do you read music? I can read music. There's no instrument that I can sight read on. But I mean, yeah, I can read sheet music, just can't play it and read it at the same time. Not that fast with it. I was taught to do that actually in elementary school by the music teacher, and I was actually paying attention that day. 8-track, he says. Had a Pioneer with 6x9 Jensen speakers in the door of a 76 Chevy pickup truck. Damn. We had an 8-track player when I was a kid, and you had to like jam a butter knife into it to make the tape like sit in there right and play correctly and stuff. Those things were a fucking nightmare. So that's what she said. Yeah, just suck at blowing. Oh, he knows what key this is in. It's in C. Yep. C sucks, yeah. Oh, Lord, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Says it'll be 63 on June 22nd. I'll be 39 June the 6th, D-Day. What's your opinion of the Black Keys? I've heard some of their stuff, like not enough to know much about it. I mean, like most contemporary rock I have no idea about. I mean, probably the last contemporary bands that I've actually listened to were the White Stripes and Jet, and that was like 20 years ago. So, any new tunes or guitarists that grab your attention today? Well, I guess I just answered that one, didn't I? He says, I'm 23. I wish I was 23 again. Do you know Milk Cow Blues? Yes, I do. I actually did that on my Patreon channel. If I do it on YouTube, they content ID it for some reason as being a completely different song. I might do it on here anyway one day and just fight the strike or whatever. But yeah, there was a version of Milk Cow Blues that was the first ever recorded Delta Blues song. And I did that version. So, I couldn't do it on live streams. They'd strike me. And they for some reason, they mistake it for a completely different song. That happens a lot. Like with these old blues songs, I get that all the time. I always fight them and win. He says, put that back in the drawer. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll put that back in the drawer. That harmonica. Let's see. White Stripes are cool. Check the Jack White Blunderbuss album. Okay, I'll do that. He said, hi, you got a Patreon sub off that. Yeah, that brilliant harmonica playing, yeah. if you were going to a point in history, if you were going to point in history the birth of the blues, where would you place it? Well, stuff that you could rightly call blues music that was a little beyond just the old field hollers and stuff like that. I would say that probably started in the 1910s or the 1900s or 19 teens. So the very, very, very early 20th century, I would say blues as a genre came into its own. It started getting recorded in the 20s. So yeah, that era, kind of the aughts and the teens, yeah. This stream needs more cowbell. I got a drum set over there. It don't have no cowbell on it. What's your opinion on Charlie Patton? Well, he was great. He's great and hard to imitate. I'm going to do Spoonful of Blues here sometime or another when I get the vocals where I want them. But he's a hard guy to sing. Might do Pony Blues or something like that. Probably because Clapton covered them. The Clapton police pull your tunes like Milk Cow Blues down. No, Milk Cow Blues, when I did it, it's on the Patreon channel, but I mean, it goes through YouTube. It actually got mistaken for a completely different song, and that's why I won the dispute, Good old Clapton. He made some good blues records. Rock music, he fucking sucked after about 1969. I saw him one time. I was like 18 when I saw him. Made me clean my harp. Yeah, you might be able to play it better than me. Wind instruments I just can't do. I couldn't play my sister's trumpet when she had one in school. I had a saxophone, couldn't do a damn thing on that either. And I could get like a few notes out of a plastic recorder, and that was about it. I'm a strings and keys guy, mostly a strings guy. Do you like Dylan? Oh yeah, I love Dylan a lot. I saw him when I was about 18 too, around the same time I saw Clapton. Yeah, I used to have a copy of Freewheeling, and I wore that thing out. Ain't no drum set with no cowbell. No, I've got a simple, proper drum set over there, a 4-piece. That's all the drums you need. I can't stand all these drummers that bring like the entire drum set of fucking Peter Criss, into a small bar and have to set all that stuff up and mic it sometimes. And, let's see, I basically have what Ringo Starr was playing, just a, like a one rack tom, a floor tom, a crash, a ride, and that, I do have a cool snare though. I got a Slingerland Gene Krupa snare from like 1970 or so. Let's see. He says, I play the flute. Have you ever listened to Jethro Tull? Oh, yes, I have. Weird thing with me, one of the big contradictions in my life. I can't stand progressive rock, most of it at least. But I have every album that Jethro Tull has ever recorded because I just like the band. I like Ian Anderson. I've seen Tull twice, seen Ian by himself one time. In fact, I've got a few of them right down here in my record collection. Ooh. Yeah, there's some living in the past for you. See, Derek and the Dominoes was a great band. I mean, it was a good classic rock album. Yeah. And he had old Dwayne Allman on there. That guy could play some slide. Yardbirds great too. Love the Yardbirds. They eventually, in a kind of weird way, evolved into Led Zeppelin. Any Southern rock is amazing. Well, I always tell people I'm a Black Oak, Arkansas guy. I think that was probably the greatest Southern rock band. They were a little more rough and raunchy than the other ones, like your Skynyards and Molly Hatchets and all that stuff. Why won't this thing focus? Hang on. I think my camera lens is wearing out or something. Like autofocus is fucking up on me. Hello? You gonna focus? There. Okay. I think I got this camera set to where it likes to see a face. You know what? Let's drink some corn liquor. This is government stuff, but it comes in a cool jug. Let's see. Flat Valley, 100% straight corn whiskey. Hey, cheers. Woo. He says, Marshall Tucker, tell it to the devil. Well, yeah, Marshall Tucker is kind of local for me. They're from Spartanburg. That's the only good band from South Carolina. Of course, Hootie and the Blowfish is garbage. I knew a chick that played the flute better than Jethro. Should have married her. His name was Ian Anderson, actually. Jethro Tull was a historical figure that invented the seed drill, and they kind of, I guess the band pulled like an identity theft on him. Saw the Eagles a couple of months ago. Hate to say it, but they were better with Vince Gill than Glenn Fry. Vince Gill's playing for them now? Yeah. Let's see. Beret is my favorite Tull song, Bach cover. Oh yeah, I can actually do the Bach version of it on the guitar. Yeah, why don't I do that? Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, let's see if I can do it without fucking it up after I just took a big swig of corn liquor. This is on my channel too. Fucked it up. That's the thing about the internet, man. Doing live, like if you screw up, there's no take two. Let's see, what else we got here? Gene Krupa rocks, and so does Freewheelin', but it's only rock and roll, and I like it. I mean, Gene Krupa's up there with the best drummers ever. I mean, people talk about all these rock guys, like your Bonhams and your Keith Moons and stuff. But I mean, he started the the crazy playing and stuff, and him and like Buddy Rich. I think Buddy Rich probably the greatest of all time. Let's see. You play any Lightning Hopkins songs? I might do Bring Me My Shotgun a little later on here. Let's see. That shine will fix you. That shine will fix what ails you. Yeah, yeah, it definitely will. Rheumatism medicine. NASCAR was started by bootleggers running from feds. Yeah, that is true. They used to soup up their cars to haul corn liquor around, in the trunk and stuff. They were playing in a bar, and the owner told them they looked like Jethro Tull, and they took it from there. Well, see, the thing with Tull was that they used to change their name every week because they were so bad when they started that nobody would rebook them, so they just changed their name. And the one time they got rebooked was when they were called that. Boxers or briefs, boxers. Who the fuck wears tighty whities now and stuff? The way Don Henley was talking at that at the end of the concert after 50 years, 72 to 22, I think they're getting ready to hang it up. Who was that guy who wrote "Bring Me the Head of Don Henley"? Was that was one of those rockabilly guys? Was that Mojo Nixon that wrote that? He said Don Henley sang it with him one time. Said, "Damn son, classical if I ever heard it. Boy has talent. Crossroads. I might be able to do Crossroads a little later." Yeah, I know a little bit of classical on the guitar. It's just a pain in the ass to learn. Let's see. So while I'm entering and Ed is playing Bach. Yeah, that I know one more by him. It's like a what is it? Like a prelude in C minor. Let's see. Check out the bootlegger classic Thunder Road with the great Robert Mitchum. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I got the store-bought stuff today, but my old man used to do a little bit of, he was a chemist. He did alcohol synthesis in the backyard sometimes when I was growing up. He made his own. He was really good at synthesizing alcohol molecules. Let's see. He said, "What kind of blues is that?" that's some 17th century blues. Dude, live is the bomb. No, yeah, when I'm not fucking up all over the place. Let's see, kind of in a fog today with his head cold. Do you ever listen to Culture Wall? I don't think I'm familiar with his stuff. These ladies are something else, Edward. I'll tell you what. These ladies, yeah, they all are. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Sunhouse is the king of humming. Oh, yeah, he used to do that like that kind of stuff in his songs. Says Mojo might be able to pull that one out a little bit. Lodi by CCR would be incredible. Yeah, I can look that one up and learn it or something. I played a lot of the overplayed CCR songs, you know, like Proud Mary and Bad Moon Rising with different bands over the years. Hassel Atkins, don't think I'm familiar with him. So I'm guessing you prefer Dylan's melodies to his lyrics. Well, no, that's the one guy where I actually listen to the lyrics. That's what Bob Dylan is for, listening to lyrics. Bring Me My Shotgun is a great one. Oh yeah, I might pull that one out before I get off of here later. Pour me another porter here. Over poured that one. Do you prefer Martin or Taylor? Well, both of those guitars, or not both, two of those guitars back there are Martins. I'm a Martin guy. You know, I grew up, you know, with bluegrass music, and that's what they all play. Like this, this guy here's like a cheaper Martin. Like I've had this one for like 15, 20 years probably, and this one here's an expensive one. I'm actually borrowing this from somebody. It's like a $2,000 one. That's what he told me it cost. It's called Sustainable Wood Series. So I guess they sustain that wood. Hate to keep asking you, but the Martins behind you, what one is the one you used last week? The X series? Thanks. Let me see here. It's a 000X1AE. Yeah, when they start putting numbers and stuff on them, I never memorize them. Good night, y'all. Have fun. We'll see you later, Mr. Enfield. Quote that. Do you prefer Martin or Taylor? I'm on the fence. I haven't played too many Taylors. I have played a few, but I'm just I play Martins because that's what the, you know, the bluegrass people I went to see as a kid were all playing. So that's, you know, and you know, Clapton having one on his Unplugged show didn't hurt either. He said, "You just answered all of my guitar questions. Thanks." He said, "Blind Lemon Jefferson Jack of Diamonds would be nice, sir." When I get Josh down here, that's the guy that played Statesboro Blues with me. I might get him to do Matchbox. He knows that one. But I think he learned it from listening to Carl Perkins, but, you know, it's a Blind Lemon Jefferson song. Thea headstocks, light versus dark. Ooh, Thea. No, not sure what that means. And by the way, a lot of people know more about guitars than I do. I've never been like a collector type of guy that's like obsesses over the details of them and stuff. Not quite sure what a Thea headstock is. Founders Porter, delightful. Yeah, that's probably one of the best American porters here. The damn British ones come in 4-packs. I don't want to drink a fucking 4-pack. I want a 6-pack. Let's see. Box. So you play that before you get ready to kill someone? Is that like a movie reference or something? Clapton has his own Martin model. Yeah, he has like a V-neck, like they have on those old parlor guitars. There's like a V-neck on mine, and I can't stand those thick guitar necks. If you had to choose who would be your favorite of the Three Kings, Freddie, Albert, or BB, I've always gone with, just as a guitar player, Freddie King. I liked his guitar work. Yeah, I listen to a lot of Freddie King. Like I do Hideaway with both of my bands. Sustainable wood is compressed layers, not real wood, but supposed to withstand the elements better. Better neck top, and renewable versus cutting trees. Okay. Clapton played Matchbox Blues with Carl Perkins and Johnny Cash on the Johnny Cash Show. I didn't see that episode. I haven't seen much of the Johnny Cash Show. I mean, I know it existed. I don't know why I haven't been watching it. They never showed reruns on TV or anything, but they might have them on YouTube. I need to look some of those up. I bet he had some cool people on there. Carl Perkins with his hair piece and and that was back when Johnny had the mullet, wasn't it? Like the old pompadour mullet or whatever. Any cool guitar tricks you can show us? If I had an electric one, I could play it with my teeth or something like that. Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey or Ginger Brandy? Oh, well, I've never tried either of those. I tend to like stuff straight. Probably neither. I'd go with a shot of straight brandy probably. I did have a bottle of Jack Daniels like last week though. I mean, I just was like, fuck it, I want to drink some American whiskey, you know. See, as far as whiskey goes, like I'm a Scotch guy, you know. In fact, I got a bottle of Glenlivet over here. It's not the greatest single malt in the world, but it's the one that everybody has. If you're looking for a single malt, like if you're at a shitty bar in America, like they'll have that at least. The old Glenlivet 12-year-old Scotch. Let's see. Says, got to run to the liquor store. Hope you're here when I get back. Got a damn cold too. Well, the damn the liquor store here don't open on Sunday. You know, got all these fucking blue laws in South Carolina. And they close at 7 every day. You got hellhounds left in you for tonight, man. Oh, thank you, man. You should check out Billy Strings and Marcus King. Okay, yeah, I'll check them out. I keep hearing that Billy Strings name a lot. Louis Armstrong played with Johnny Cash on the show, too. Played Blue Yodel number 9. Well, that would be interesting to hear Louis Armstrong sing. Like damn Jimmy Rogers song. Yeah, Johnny Cash show was cool. Didn't last long, but definitely cool. Yeah, we used to see reruns of the Porter Wagner show. Like when I was growing up, my dad watched Hee Haw a lot. I couldn't stand Hee Haw because I was, you know, like more of a Monty Python type of humor guy, you know. So what's your favorite Scotch? Ooh, I like Glenfiddich a lot. That's, you know, Got like one of the Speyside scotches. Got kind of a fruity flavor to it. And, you know, the McKellen's is really good. I go Johnny Black in bars. Well, yeah, Johnny Black ain't bad. And, my band, like we were drinking Johnny Red at the the show last week. But yeah, the black is better. Once you go black, you never go back. And you pronounced it properly. You hear a lot of weird pronunciations when you order scotch at bars and stuff like. You want the Lefroyig, the Glenfiddich, what? I keep trying to like Billy Strings, just not my thing. No offense to the fans. I will look that up tonight, see if I like him. Ugh, red, he said. The best-selling scotch in the world is Johnny Red. Yeah, and if everybody drinks it, it probably sucks. Yeah. It's just definitely like it's not as good as like a real nice single malt, you know. Said I'd never had scotch before and decided I wanted to try it. Dropped 90 bottles on a bottle of here's one I might mispronounce, Lagavulin or Lagavulin, and couldn't even drink it. Couldn't stand the taste of it. Did you get like one of those really smoky ones? Like it tastes like a fucking smoked ham or something. Like the Islay scotches or whatever. Do liquor stores have to paint the polka dot in South Carolina? Yeah, the big red dot. Yeah, ABC package store. Even you went the wrong way, he says. He says, yes, finally someone else with a similar view of Billy Strings. He's technically dazzling, but his music lacks heart, in my opinion. I'll have to check that out. I know pretty much nothing about the guy. So Glenn Morangi is pretty good. Never had that one. Said, you ever get high and figure out the questions of life and forget it the next morning? Like, I haven't smoked a joint in probably 15 years. A pot just doesn't do me well. I did figure out a lot of cool stuff like on acid back in the day and forgot all that. And he says it's very smoky. So it's one of those Islay, or what do they call them, island scotches like Lefroy and stuff. Yeah, that's if you really want to freak somebody out and get a bottle of Lefroy. Jack White Blunderbuss, check it out. I dig it. Yeah, I might look that up. Dust in a Baggie is a great Billy String song to start with great guitar player. Okay, yeah, I will when I get off here. I will look him up. I've been hearing his name like a lot in some of my chats and stuff. Billy Strings playing Brown's Ferry Blues, very good. So he's like I guess he's like a guitar virtuoso. Let me see. Forgot the acid stuff. That sounds right. I remember like a lot of the stuff I saw on it, but didn't remember the things I figured out on it. The Lagavulin or The Lagavulin is one of the peatiest scotches. So that's going to be a smoky one. They smoke the barley with peat. You play any Pearly Brown songs? I don't think I know too much of her work or his work. Or Shut My Eyes and Take Me Back in Time. Bluegrass guitar player. Are you a bluegrass guy? Yeah, I was at a bluegrass festival Thursday. I missed the Malpas Brothers because I got sick Saturday and didn't get to go see that. But they're more of like an old country band than a bluegrass band. They're more like the Louvin Brothers. But it was the Little Roy Lewis and and Lizzie festival. Where are you tonight? Why have you left me here all alone? See, Billy Strings is fake, a.k.a. Kenny Wayne Shepherd. Oh, yeah. I have to play Kenny Wayne Shepherd with one of my bands every week. My bass player knows the words to Blue on Black, and like when I introduce the song, it's always like a fucking joke I make out of it. It's like, here's a Kenny Wayne whatever the fuck song. Here we go. This is called Blue on something or another. Blue on black, tears on the river. Let's see. He says it's like Justin Johnson, great player, no soul. Ooh, fuck. I haven't got to know him. He's another YouTube guy. I can't believe a lot of people haven't accused me of ripping him off because I'm like a guy with a lot of hair and a hat and plays old blues, and I didn't realize that until after I got on YouTube. Like, oh, dude, there's another guy that is kind of doing the same thing with 10 times the subscribers I have. And I haven't seen much of his stuff. What I did see, he was playing okay, Let's see. Old nasty window pane. Strings is a bluegrass kid. You'll get it, bro. Okay, yeah. All right. And I tend to like the old, Jimmy Martin type of guys and the Flat and Scruggs type of guys. The 3-chord players. Reverend Pearly Brown didn't know anyone else knew of him. I don't know too much about him. I don't think I've heard the name. Some of the best times I ever had, I don't remember. Yeah. Yeah, true that. And he says, got another guy that says strings sucks. I will have to check that out and level my judgment on him with all my wisdom, like in the next live stream. He says, yeah, I said it. I take Luther Allison over B.B. King, enough said. I mean, BB was one of the greats. I'm really ashamed that I missed him when he was alive. He used to play in Augusta, like pretty close to me. I was like a teenager and stuff. But my dad liked to go to like arena rock concerts, but he used to talk about, we were going to see him one day. We never did. Love you, Edward. True blues from the soul. I appreciate that. Says he's not a bluesman. Justin is a great guitar player, not a bluesman. I mean, I should check out more of his stuff. I've seen a few of his things, but I don't know much about him. I know when I started my YouTube career on here, like I immediately found him. YouTube was recommending me to him, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I look just like this guy. It's like there's a guy with long hair, like and a hat. That's a young guy playing old acoustic stuff. It's like, damn it! Like somebody else thought of it. So, yeah, like he's got a bunch of subscribers too. I mean, as far as I remember. Let's see. Evan Schroeder Brown's from my hometown. Where's that hometown at? Take Mr. Edwards over the imposter any day up to shit. I call them riffs. People with a woman call them licks. I always called them licks. The riffs are for like metal and rock and stuff. Got to get some tobacco in my damn system. Stevie Ray, Life by the Drop. I play Cold Shot and what's the other one? Pride and Joy, which is that's an Albert King song. Like I play both of those with one of my bands. You do it better than JJ. Well, I appreciate that. I haven't listened to enough to know. What is your opinion of Tommy Emmanuel's guitar playing? Just curious. Yeah, I have heard him. That guy's fucking crazy. Yeah. Yeah, kudos to him. Let's see. Reverend Pearlie Brown, Goodbye is one of my favorite songs. Great voice. I have to look that up. B.B. King did that major minor thing that was really cool, but I do like Freddie King a lot more. Yeah, Freddie King for me has a slight edge over B.B. King, just from a guitar playing standpoint. I mean, like of course B.B. King was the more famous, the more successful, the more just kind of out there guy. I thought I just for some reason I have a preference for Freddie's guitar playing. Kick-ass song, Joe S. Talking about that Stevie Ray Vaughan song. Okay. Since we're piling on Justin Johnson, I watched one of his videos. Great player, but no desire to watch anything more from him. He does some like really long form type stuff, doesn't he? Like really like hour long videos and stuff. He's like, here's some whiskey drinking blues, like that kind of thing. Like I wish I knew his material better. He said, "Yeah, Tommy's cool too." The problem is that if you don't know any better, people are going to be dazzled by JJ. Freddie was a major influence on Clapton. Like you can tell exactly who influenced Stevie Ray. Like which one of the three kings? That was Albert King. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Freddie was a big influence on Clapton because he did Hideaway on that Blues Breakers record. But I always listened to Stevie Ray and I was like, that sounds just like Albert King. Seen BB King live. He was great. Do you like Doc Watson? Well, oh, yes, I like Doc Watson. I played his version of Sitting on Top of the World last week. I may have seen him as a kid at a Bluegrass festival and don't remember it because he was at all of them, you know. But I have no memory if I did. Justin plays well, but is a showboat. Who else has 1,000 guitars donated to him, including the shovel guitar? Hence the YouTube money thing. We all live in. That's why we are all here to support this guy. Well, I mean, I appreciate it, man. I'm glad I'm building up a good subscriber base and doing some stuff people like. Ed, you're really not missing much, in my opinion. Yeah, we'll see. I'll check him out. His hour-long things are compilations. Oh yeah, I did one of those, like with a bunch of my stuff. He says, I like Freddie King better. I gave up on Albert when I started singing about. He started singing about washing machines. Well, I mean, Albert King's like a guy I like a lot. I mean, I play Born Under a Bad Sign with both of the bands I'm in, actually. It's just one I can sing pretty good. It's like in a good key for me. It's in that C sharp. He actually played through a solid state amp, if you can believe that. He used like a Roland keyboard amp and just jacked it up to 11. Let's see. I do really love his solo slide arrangement of Will the Circle Be Unbroken. Okay, yeah, that's an old Carter family song, yeah. Have You Ever Loved a Woman? Yeah, that's some Freddie King there. Good slow blues song. I've done that with bands before. Dude, Hellhounds on My Trail, please. I don't even know if I could pull that one off vocally tonight. I got some fucking congestion going on. I got me a cold here. I was reaching for that one when I did the video on it. SRV did Hideaway too, though, to be fair. I didn't know that. Yes, SRV always said Freddie King was a major influence. Okay. I think Joe Bonamassa has replaced SRV as the one guy that people who don't listen to blues can name. Like you tell people you play blues, and like you know any Joe Bonamassa? It used to be SRV. SRV was really good. I consider Bonamassa like a classic rock artist. Let's see how many people I piss off with that. Says I felt very sad seeing BB King in his last days. Also Chuck Berry. Buddy still can sing a cappella for 3,000 people. Yeah, I missed Buddy Guy when he came to Augusta a few years ago, and I was told he was awesome. So I wish I'd been there. I think you would like Robert Lucas better. White blues guy from L.A., both electric and acoustic blues with lots of slide. Oh, okay, yeah, look that up. His first blues album, Let's Dance and Hideaway, is an insane instrumental album. Talk about SRV. I know people love unsolicited advice, but would you collab with a non-whack guitar player, YouTuber to get more exposure for your channel? Yeah, I probably would if one got in touch with me, yeah. I mean, I might even do one with Justin Johnson. Hell, He says Bonamassa is classic rock great. Yeah, they Apparently, a lot of people consider Bonamassa to be blues. Like they play him on the Blues Channel on Sirius XM like constantly and stuff. It's Augusta, Maine. No, Augusta, Georgia. You know, I live across the river from there. I agree about Bonamassa. He's a good guitar player, but not a real blues guy. Yeah, he's like he's kind of a like the kind of guy that guitar freaks and like a lot. You know, he's one of those guys that owns like a bunch of '59 Les Pauls and all that stuff. You know that if I owned one, I would never take it to a gig because I'd be afraid to. But so I wouldn't pay for one. I saw Buddy a couple of weeks ago, and he was really good. Yeah, he's still playing his ass off, man. I've seen some recent videos of of him playing, and he's still got it. Said just play what you can, don't stress it. Being sick sucks. Yeah, being sick does suck. Which I mean, this corn liquor has helped, but yeah, I felt like shit this morning. I was gonna do this stream earlier, so some of the Europeans could tune in at like a decent time. I had some Europeans complaining. Like, why don't you do it like a little earlier so we can see it? But yeah, I got to it late again today, 9:00. Let's see. There's a video on YouTube of Reverend Pearlie Brown playing "Keep Your Lamp Trimmed and Burning" at the Newport Folk Festival in the '60s with some woman and Ann Helen Wolf. I think it's on the '67. Okay. But I can't believe I don't know him if he's from back then. Damn it. I mean, there's actually a lot of old people that I just don't know. There was a lot of them. Let's see, Lonnie Mack is awesome. Yep. Yes, indeed. Documentary called Festival, which documents the Newport Folk Festival from '63 to '66. A lot of great musicians in this film. I think I might have seen that, or one of those like one of those Newport Folk Festival films. I got a copy of down here somewhere of Muddy Waters at the Newport Folk Festival. Edward, I was talking about Freddie King's first album. Oh shit. Well, it just shows how stupid I am. Let's see. It's sad to see Johnny Winter in his last days too. Yeah, I mean that guy could play pretty good. Like, I mean, I don't know if I saw any footage of him like really old or anything. See, Justin is good, but he doesn't have your style. I mean, I've had videos recommended to me of him playing like some really old stuff, but I haven't checked them out. Let's see. What make is your parlor guitar? It is a Lion and Healy by Marquette, or is that the other way around? No, it's a Marquette by Lion and Healy. It's, the same company that came out with Alvarez guitars, and back in those days, 120 years ago, Alvarez was like the high end version, and the Marquette was kind of like the the lower range. Let me see. Yes, Lonnie Mack never gets talked about. Super underrated. Mm-hmm. What are the different types of blues in your opinion? What are the different types of? Well, there's a lot of different subgenres of it. You got your Piedmont, you got your Delta, you got your Kansas City blues, you got your Memphis style, Chicago style. There's a lot of different styles of blues. You got your Texas blues. So I mean, it's not quite as bad as metal, where there's like 50 million subgenres. This, you got like fewer subgenres, and they exist at different points in history. Let's see. Blues show on the radio has Aretha Franklin as a blues singer. Cajun is counted. It's just stupid. I like fucking Aretha. But yeah, I mean, not technically a blues singer, but one of the greatest soul singers ever, and definitely, influenced by the blues. Do you like Magic Sam? Lots of '60s Chicago blues players get overlooked. Yeah, he did a really good version of Sweet Home Chicago. Old Magic Sam. Kind of ironic, one of Winter's last songs was a cover of Def Letter. I didn't know he played that. See, my dad was like a 70s rock guy, and he was into Edgar Winter a lot, like all that synthesizer stuff, like that Frankenstein song. Let me turn this air back on. My acoustic behind me backed up B.B. King. I was not playing it. Guy in local band I knew asked me if he could borrow it to back up the King. He said he said I didn't know if you want me to let him sign your guitar. I fucking would have let him sign it. What do you think of unorthodox slide guitar, like what George Harrison was doing? Well, yeah, that was when George Harrison became interesting, when he started playing slide, because he was doing stuff that was completely like non-blues influenced. This is kind of ironic. Another big irony with me is I like the Beatles a lot, and they had very little blues influence. They were like a straight rock and roll band, and that was when George like started to get really cool, like when he started using the slide guitar. Let's see. He says, "Are you kidding me?" And yes, Augusta, Maine Civic Center, not the other Augusta. Check the date, 90s. Backup stage band was The Deal, After the Dead Tune. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. So you let like a guy borrow your guitar and he played with B.B. King. That's pretty cool. Let me see here. Watching from Vancouver, Canada. Really like your music. Any recommendations on learning to play blues, guitar choices? Thanks for any tips. I would just, pick up some. It depends on what kind of blues you want to play. You want to do electric or acoustic? Acoustic, just look up some Robert Johnson and Book of White and stuff like that. For electric, just look up the old greats, like Muddy Waters and Elmore James and people like that. Some Howlin' Wolf. Do you have any favorite blues genre? I tend to like pre-war stuff, like Delta and Piedmont, stuff like that. And why that one? I just kind of like old time music, I grew up, listening to bluegrass. So I mean, I kind of like old fashioned types of music, it's kind of the foundations of American music. Do you like Junior Kimbrough or any other Fat Possum Records blues guys? I'm not sure if I'm familiar with him. Yes, indeed. Wish he had signed it. That link didn't show up. Sorry. What link are you talking about? Ever listen to Hound Dog Taylor? His sound is heavily based on Elmore James, albeit in a very raw electric kind of way. I don't think I know too much of his stuff. It says 2 comments up. Hang on. I don't see it. Since you were raised on bluegrass, have you ever considered picking up banjo or fiddle? I played the banjo. There's a banjo video on this channel, like way back from the beginning. I did Little Maggie, and you couldn't hear the vocals on it because the banjo was drowning me out. I I cannot play a fiddle, which is funny because that was the first instrument my parents ever bought me, like when I was a little kid. I still got the old J.C. Penney fiddle down in the old house. I can't play a damn thing on it. I can play a little mandolin, which is kind of tuned like a fiddle. I can't bow things. I can't use a bow. Johnny Death Letter Blues. I mean, is Johnny Winter doing it? Yeah, I have to check that out. I mean, my thing is like just old records that sound like shit, you know. Just the really old pre-war stuff. Johnny Winter and James Cotton made a great record in the 70s. Yeah, I'll have to. What was it called? I'm starting a band called In a Van Down by the River. Okay, so you were around in the 90s. It's like watching like SNL when it was still good. So Winter Cotton and Walter is also, and Water has also made a good record as well. How versed are you in music theory? You seem to have a very good intuition, but you never talk about music harmony. Well, I don't have any formal education in music outside of a music appreciation class I took in college to get like an easy A. I know like a few basic things about just like academic music theory, stuff like that. I don't know it well enough to be able to pontificate on it. I'm not like a Rick Beato type of guy. I know enough to pick apart classical pieces and things like that, but I'm not the guy to come to if you want to learn about formal music or art music as they call it. Don't do tabs, kids. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Don't use tabs as a crutch. Only use tabs if you can. If you're trying to learn something that's really complicated. I only turn to tabs when I'm like trying to learn something really sophisticated. It's not something to lean on a lot. 'Cause, I mean, I've had guys that I've had in bands that were like, "Do you have tabs for that?" I'm like, no. Like, why do you need those? We're playing 3 fucking chords here. Breaking it up, breaking it down is the name. Okay. You said you're working on Key to the Highway song. Would you play it later so we can feel your process of working on it? Or like I don't have the lyrics to it right now. That's the main thing. Check out Pokey Lafargue, man. He writes the old time jump blues and bluegrass tunes, but with original lyrics. Okay, yeah, I'll make a note of that. You familiar with Little Junior Love My Baby? I think you'd play that song great. Yeah, I have to look that up too. Ever do salt and beer? No, that would taste kind of weird to me. I don't know if I could do that. But I've known people who put salt like on the outside of their beer. I don't know why they do that. Every good boy does fine. Yeah, that's that staff in sheet music. And in the other way, like between the lines, is face. Yeah. Pokey FTW. Pokey for the win. Okay, yeah. I always forget these internet abbreviations that people use. Let's see, we're 2 hours and 18 minutes in. So this is the longest one I've done as far as these weekly things. I've done some longer, just drunken bullshit talks on here. I liked your cover of John Henry. Yeah, I did the Piedmont Blues version of that, that I learned like listening to Etta Baker. They used to play that with a jackknife, like the blade of a jackknife. In fact, that was one of the early ones I learned, like as far as finger picking style. I had a record. I still have it down here somewhere. Where's that shit? No, not that. It's down there somewhere. It's like just a bunch of like a mountain songs, you know. What is your favorite key to sing in, and do you feel like your voice is changing with time? I think I sound pretty much the same as I did when I was 18. I just sing a little better, whatever better means. Like I don't think I'm a great singer, but I'm a high baritone, so I can't go too high, can't go too low. I'm kind of in the middle somewhere. It's what most men are, actually. So, I mean, as far as keys, like it really depends on the melody of the song. So, like, you say like you're playing in like A. Some songs, like A is really good for me, and some songs A is bad. Like, just depends on what the melody of the song is. The most messed up thing about Taylor was that he died of lung cancer 2 full days before his court hearing for attempting to assassinate a fellow bandmate over a comment on his wife. Damn. That sounds pretty bluesy. I play Get Out of Your Hometown Blues Detroit. Run. The king of the Detroit scene was, like old John Lee Hooker. The Steel Driving Man. Yeah, that's John Henry. What do you do for work when you're not doing blues? Well, I'm lucky enough to have enough dates with bands and doing this stuff on here that I make enough, like just to play music. I mean, I'm broke as fuck, but I pay the bills. So I'd rather do music than bussing tables or some shit like some of the things I used to do. I used to build fences. That was that was kind of lucrative, but just a pain in the ass. Lord. Do you have a gig coming up? I got an acoustic gig, like not my solo stuff, but just me and the Josh Martin guy that's on my Statesboro Blues video. We'll be playing at the Aiken Brewery, this Friday. The Electric Band, like I'm not even sure. They don't tell me the dates. Like, I don't book the dates for these bands. I played pretty much every week, and I never know where I'm going to be until a couple of days before the gig, and they call me and tell me. Last week I played at like in Irmo, South Carolina, a place called Hemingway's. The week before I played in Lincoln, Georgia. So it's mostly like Georgia, South Carolina places. Wow, that's legit. Damn, Hound Dog Taylor. He says, "Sup? Doing pretty good. Just got a head cold. Are you in the studio or is this your house?" I'm in my studio. I got a separate building out here that I play in and stuff. He says, "I've watched your making a one-string guitar several times just to hear the ouch part." Don't get me wrong. I've hit my thumb plenty. Ex carpenter here. Okay, yeah. Like I was making the diddly bow, and like I couldn't hammer the fuck out of it. You don't want the nail to go all the way in there. I'm just kind of tapping it, and yeah, hit my damn thumb. And some guy left a comment on there that was like, "You're a fucking cuck, man. You should get your like wife's boyfriend to do that for you." Because I was just kind of like tapping the nail, you know. And I just kind of hit it, and there was like a delay, like in the pain. It was like a couple seconds, and I went, "Ow!" Like, you need a manager to get you out of that area and into the rest of the country. Well, I've been as far out as Mississippi. Like I played in Clarksdale before, the Ground Zero Club out there. Just would like to do like the entire Southeast at least. I'm dropping stuff here. Before Hound's first record in 1971, he played as a slide guitarist for Little Walter. Okay. Shit. You could hold him in the palm of your hand. John Henry. A lot of different versions of that. Okay, I'm gonna take a shot of liquor here. Y'all thinking moonshine or scotch? How do you deal with negative comments? Do you get any much? I don't really get many. I get one like here and there, and it's never about like the way I play. It's usually just something trivial. But I mean, you can't really you can't really respond too much to those. Like it could be just trolls, like trying to piss you off, and once they piss you off, and they know they can do that, you'll just be getting trolled left and right. He says, that a Guinness? No, this is a Founder's Porter, actually. The votes are coming in here. I mean, I do get a lot of positive criticism too. Like, and I can take that pretty well. Like, I like when somebody says, "Yeah, you're not doing that quite right." I mean, like somebody who has constructive criticism, you have to distinguish between that and like hater shit, right? Nothing says blues like goddamn Clarksdale. Yeah, right. That was kind of an honor to play there. We played at the Ground Zero Blues Club, co-owned by Morgan Freeman. He wasn't there, didn't get to meet him, but yeah, we played there. Let's see, we got one for Scotch, we got one for Scotch and Shine, and two more for Shine. Ethanol, don't have any Everclear. So drop a shot of scotch into a full glass of porter and chug it. That'd be pretty rough, probably. Married, kids. I'm married. Don't have any kids. Got a nice Chinese wife who knows absolutely nothing about any kind of music outside of pop and stuff like. Well, it look like let's see here. Looks like I've got more votes for moonshine, so I'll just I'll do some corn liquor. We didn't call it moonshine when I was growing up. We called it corn liquor. Got another vote for scotch. Let's see if some more votes come in here. Let's see. We're 2.5 hours in. If y'all if y'all make me like reasonably rich, like like I'll do "Bring Me My Shotgun" by Lightning Hopkins. Let's see, got a vote for Shine. Got Scotch, more Scotches coming in. Shit is starting to affect my speech, so it's almost time to get off here. Why not both? Are you trying to kill me? I tell you what, I'll do both. Bacardi, I don't have any Bacardi. All right, here's one for the dirty South right here. Woo! Yeah. And here's one for my friends across the pond. Some Glenlivet Scotch. It says, sip the scotch. He says, yeah, you're supposed to. Yeah, I know. Well, all right. I mean, y'all get me like, just above like at least 70 or $80, and I'll play another song before I get out of here. I have a cigarette though. Oh, thank you, CM Adams, $4.99 with a some kind of animation on there with a hippo or something. Yeah, thank you for that. We smoke this and we'll play another one. Do you do Civil War songs? I kind of know a finger picking version of Battle Cry of Freedom. Might do that on the Patreon channel or something. There ain't no rules to drinking. Yeah. Not if you do it right. I think we might move this to Sundays permanently. Like, just more people are off work and stuff, and they can watch and stuff. Did you see the movie Old Brother, Where Art They All? The music is amazing, true bluegrass, old time stuff. Yeah, they got some Carter family songs on there, like some Ralph Stanley songs and stuff like that. Yeah, that's a pretty good movie. Go the White Lightning. Oh, I think I just did. Yeah, the movie's like sort of a retread of the Odyssey. That's apparently like they actually give Homer credits in the film, like in the credits. Yeah. All right, just finish this cigarette now, and I'll do some Lightning Hopkins. We're at 66.99. Can you get me above 70 at least? 3 pounds from Matthew Hunt. Keep preaching the blues. Thank you, sir. We're over 70. Okay. Super Chat's lifeblood of the show. Mix some cherry juice in that shine. Add a little lemon. I've always been like a straight liquor drinker. Like I just like to taste it. I don't like to mix stuff with it. Now, if you give me like a bottle of Jack Daniels or something, I'm gonna mix that with some Coke. That stuff's a little kind of rough. Right. You ever smash or sell a guitar because it didn't sound right? Well, I've smashed plenty of guitars, and I actually sold a Clapton Stratocaster, like a $1,600 Stratocaster, because I just didn't like it. It didn't sound like the kind of Stratocaster that I'm used to, and it had a thick fucking neck on it. Like Clapton liked those damn thick necks. Lonnie Mack and SRV Strike Like Lightning is so underrated. Their cover of Lonnie's Wham is goddamn wild. I have to fucking check that out. Did you ever try to stream on Twitch? No, I haven't tried Twitch. I think that's something the youngins are doing. But ain't that most like short, like kind of shorter videos they have on Twitch or something? I'm not sure. I haven't seen it. I know a lot of video game guys like do the Twitch thing. 10 Shack videos, $5. Thank you for that, sir. Frank James English, 149. Thank you very much. He sent me some trees. I got enough of those out here. Like I'm out in the woods. Gizmodus, $5 with the hippo on there. Thank you very much for that. Did you pursue a certain major in college? I was a math and computer science major. Yeah, more of a math guy. Suck at computer programming. Would you ever entertain hitting the road and heading out to California, especially Northern California? Well, I mean, if the money was right, like, I mean, if I did a tour and went out all the way out there, I might come out there. Some guy offered me a gig in Denver, and was like, well, how am I going to get out there without playing a bunch of gigs along the way, to pay for getting out there, right? You go on a long tour, you gotta fucking, you gotta make money along the way, so it's kind of in the black, Twitch is primarily long live videos. Okay, I don't know. I don't watch Twitch. So you would do good on Twitch. Looks like it's PBR for the rest of the night. No, I still got some good shit over here. Second that. That's why he needs a manager. Yeah, I ain't no good at fucking business, man. But like usually other people do the booking for me. Like if I'm in bands and stuff, I make them do that. Like I'm not a people person. But yeah, you want to book me somewhere in the Southeast? I'll be happy to come out there. I do want to set up a tour with this, acoustic stuff. Funny you should say that. I'm doing my calculus homework right now. With good luck on that. I used to teach calculus. I taught calculus 2 at the University of South Carolina, as a grad student. Not all people from the South are retarded, TikTok is short videos. We have a disagreement here. Okay. Desert Island 3 chords, probably E, A, and D, or E, A, and B. Yeah. Are living room tours still a thing? I had no idea. He says, "Not me for that huge donation." Okay, yeah. All right, let's play some Lightning Hawkins here. So turn on my guitar mic and get the reverb back on here. Joe Skinwalker, $50. Thank you for that, sir. That's great. Love that. Get this mixer going here. Man, I would pay a pretty penny to see you live, to be completely honest, acoustic or electric. Yeah, I want to do like some stuff outside of the region, like. All right, let's play some here. Knocking my guitars over here. Okay. Oop, left my pick over there. Oh, bring me my shotgun. I'm bound to go shooting again. Lord, bring me my shotgun. I'm bound to go shooting again. My old lady lately been messing around, been running around with too many men. Lord, bring me my shotgun and a pocket full of shells. Lord, bring me my shotgun and a pocket full of shells. I'm gonna shoot my old lady, throw her down in that deep dug well. She said, Lightning, you ain't gonna shoot me now. I just love to see you try. She said, Lightning, you ain't gonna shoot me now. I just love to see you try. Only reason I don't shoot you now, my shotgun just won't fire. All right, was that okay? Definitely some corn liquor inspired blues there, and Glenlivet Scotch inspired. So it's hard to reply and keep it in context when there's so many conversations going on. Yeah. Said, wow, good one, Joe Skinwalker. Damn, that's nice of you. God bless you. Hell, you the man. Thank you for that. You can say that again. Keep it up. Love your work. Thank you very much for that. Sounds like your E string is slightly out of tune, just a hair though. Probably just me. It probably was out of tune, and I ain't giving a fuck at this point. Aye, laddie. Are you Irish, Gizmodus? Loved it. Great. Great job. Yeah. Yeah, I do that one like with the band, like electrical. Fuck. I've been talking bad all night. The cold got my head fogged up, and I'm not a good talker anyway. And now I got like a goddamn moonshine in me, and this scotch here. Yeah. No, sir, but my grandfather was Scottish. Okay. But yeah, I do that one with the electric band and stuff. Am I breaking up for y'all? Like, it looks like my monitor feed is like breaking up. Like it might be a bad like internet connection here. Just sent $20 to your PayPal. Keep up the great work, keeping the blues alive. Thank you. Appreciate that a lot. Smoking the ganji? Nah, I don't smoke pot. Like, I haven't like smoked none in 15 years. It always did me wrong. Just smoking some good old tobacco. I know Richard. That's why I'm here. Richard who? We can talk Scotch anytime you like. Let's see. I had a deep education on the subject. Okay. Yeah. I likes me some Scotch. That's the best whiskey in the world, you know. Little camera stutters uh, a bit, but sounds good. Okay. Yeah, I don't have the best internet connection in the world. I got like this. I got a hot spot. That's what I'm going through on the internet. We don't have like a good what you call it, like LAN connection out here. Why did you leave a ADA? I'm not sure what a ADA is. Richard Wing. Okay, who was that? Just a matrix exposing itself. Yeah. Shit. Lennon or McCartney? Well, um, I'm a huge Beatles fan. I think John Lennon was like more the experimental guy. Paul McCartney kind of sold the records. I've always liked McCartney's more big idea things better. Like, as far as he came up with the concept of Sergeant Pepper. Lennon was the band leader in the old days, like in the like the Mop Top days, and he kind of got the band going. Lennon McCartney kind of he was more like the big idea man as far as like musically and stuff. I would go with McCartney, like, actually. But as far as like who I'd rather hang out with, like, probably Lennon. Let's see. Why did you leave academia for music? Because in academia, you're expected to focus on a very narrow area. Like if you get a PhD in math or something, you're going to be studying like just the most obscure thing ever, and I don't have that kind of focus. I mean, I'd rather kind of cover like a broader range of subjects. Like, let's say you want to be a biologist, you're going to be studying like frog testicles for 50 years of your life. I couldn't do something like that. Do you like the sherry finished Scotch? I haven't tried that, but I'm more of like a straight stuff kind of guy. I just like the stuff that got nothing mixed in with it. You talking about like sherry barrels? Um, yeah, I've never tried that. I mean, I've tried like bourbon barrel aged beer and hated it. So, but most of these Scotch companies, they buy barrels from like like Jack Daniels or Jim Beam, and they're like fucking used barrels. That's why this stuff is smoother. Like the American whiskey is like kind of Got like a real big punch to it, like it smells like a fucking burnt oak tree, you know. That's the end of that. What's your favorite Beatles song? That's a tough one right there, really. I mean, no idea. Too many good ones. Helter Skelter, I like a lot. Lot of their fucking later stuff. I like Sergeant Pepper. You know, all the stuff on that record. How damn it. How can you pick a favorite one? McAllen is an example. Okay, that's finished in sherry casks. Okay, I didn't know that. And your worst, I fucking hate Obla Di Obla Da. It's a McCartney song. Favorite Beatles album, Sergeant Pepper. Absolutely. You know, Revolver would probably be up there. Glenn Morangi has their Cooper come over there to pick up the wood for the cask. Okay, so the Cooper is like the barrel guy, yeah. Back in the USSR, yeah, I should have played that like a few weeks ago, like when I was doing the Masters Week gig, and there was a airport right in front of me with planes coming in, like, yeah. And the White Album, yeah, good album, yeah. See, there's a reason no one really talks about their first two albums. I mean, yeah, Please Please Me. It was, you know, it introduced people to the, you know, the Liverpool beat or the Mercy beat or whatever. You know, wasn't the best Beatles album. The second album, I guess, was it Meet the Beatles? The second one. But yeah, I kind of like them after they started taking acid and stuff, and you know, like got kind of crazy. Rubber Soul was a good record. Now might not be the best time for that song. Which song? You do any kind of Beatles like on YouTube, you're going to get like a content strike. Like they completely ban people from doing Beatles on here, as far as I know. Says I used to not really like the White Album until the remaster. I think it's the 2018 one by Giles Martin. Oh, back in the USSR, yeah. Yeah, the USSR, or you know, Russia as we call it now, I guess, is yeah, they're kind of having some problems over there with the Ukraine war. I can't say too much about it because YouTube will fucking ban me. But yeah, we've brought back the Cold War. Huh. It's kind of cool, or not. Abbey Road and Sergeant Pepper are the shits, or the shiznit. Yeah. Yeah, Sergeant Pepper was my big album. Abbey Road, like, was like really refined and stuff. I don't Like for some reason, I didn't get too much into Abbey Road like I did like Sergeant Pepper and Revolver and stuff. I thought it was like really kind of squeaky clean and stuff. What do you think? A 2-in-1 mic stand, arm for singing, one arm for guitar. I never had one. I just used 2 mic stands. What do you think about D. Moella version of the Beatles? And Gizmodo says, "Eesh," probably about the the Russia thing. The White Album used to hold portraits of all of them. Yeah, they had those posters like in the album. Does YouTube send emails or something about what not to say? Well, yeah, they have their terms of service, which are, silly, and they've got like their ever changing part of that, like where they say don't talk about the Ukraine and Russia war. Don't have an opinion on it because if you do, like fuck you and we'll demonetize you. And yeah, they do send emails and things like that. See, I don't really have much of an opinion like on the whole thing because I don't follow Eastern European politics. I mean, I think like starting any kind of war for a stupid reason is bullshit. I think the Russians are probably in the wrong here. I mean, Putin is a very irrational motherfucker, but yeah. John Paul, the original pressings, the White Album were numbered. Yeah, okay. Yeah, wish I had one of those. I do have like an original British pressing of Hard Day's Night from '64. My sig went out. Shit. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 7 of the songs on Meet the Beatles were covers. Yeah, I mean, back then, pop artists were expected to do other people's songs. I mean, Elvis didn't do his own songs. He did other people's stuff. Frank Sinatra did other people's songs. The Beatles, like as far as popular music goes, they brought the whole idea of like writing your own shit into it. So Gizmo, 'tis my brothers, shut 'em all up with the BB guns. I like when Hendrix learned Sergeant Pepper in one night and played it at one of his gigs, and McCartney was in the audience. Yeah, he was good friends with Paul McCartney. What presently dead artist would you want most to see live? I would say Robert Johnson. I'd love to see Robert Johnson, play a few songs, like see what he's doing with his fucking hands. Ooh, let's have another Hefeweizen. You know any Russian songs? No, I don't. Except for what Tchaikovsky wrote. What are your thoughts on Travis picking? Well, I think it's great. I know Cannonball Rag. I might do that one day, like when I'm on here. And of course, he wrote 9 Pound Hammer. Is I understand? No. He didn't write that. He wrote 16 Tons. Yeah, but he played 9 Pound Hammer. A music industry standard. What do you mean? Oh, we got us some spam here. Best cams fun, hot girls and boys 18 plus video chat. Well, I'll check that out later. Meet the Beatles was almost all original. They had a wouldn't roll over Beethoven on that one. They had a few covers on there. I believe that that Rubber Soul was the first Beatles record that had all originals on it. If you got a PhD in math, you probably would have turned into the Unabomber. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I do have that, like, kind of, I'd rather live in the woods kind of thing that he had. I mean, I don't want to send, like, letter bombs to anybody, but, yeah, I do kind of suck with technology, and I had to take computer science in college, and I wasn't very good at that. Like, I sucked at, like, writing programs, but, yeah, I was really good at math. Would love to hear some originals. I'll work up some to play for y'all sometime soon here. Do you ever find it difficult to have a song that you use a slide for but is mixed heavily with normal playing? I find it hard to switch in between the two fluidly. Well, most of the slide stuff I've recorded like was pretty sparse, like instrumentally, so it wasn't a problem for me. Have you thought about doing some barbecue Bob, like Yo-Yo Blues? Yeah, I might learn one of his. I mean, he was one of those Atlanta guys, you know, kind of in the same circle as Blind Willie McTell. Says, yes, Norwegian Wood is a great song. Oh, yeah. That's kind of when John Lennon was trying to, like, do the Dylan thing and write some sophisticated lyrics. What we got here? I should put this in a glass. This damn. Okay, thought my camera was freezing there. I've actually got a Hefeweizen glass here, and I didn't use it earlier. So the proper glassware for these things. See if y'all can see this here. Oop, over poured. They have a tall glass for Hefeweizen. They got this tall head on them, you know. That's what she said. Gotta wait for this head on here to go down. All right. Get that yeast in there, make it taste right. Where did you find my old shirt? I bought this at like the Goodwill. Did you ever think of having some singers, musicians in your videos to make those good old bluegrass harmonies? Bet it would sound amazing. Yeah, I wish I knew people that could sing good harmonies. I don't know any of those. Like for some reason, like people singing like a different note than you is like just like doing fucking like relativity or something. I mean, there's some people that can do it, but they're hard to find. You got to really practice up for that kind of stuff. Did you know shake sugar cane? I don't, or shake sugary. No, I don't think I did. I think I'll probably get off here in a few minutes. It's been like the past 3 hours. One more tune, please. Well, let's see what I can think of here. First, let me take a piss. Actually, I've been drinking like for 3 hours and haven't taken a piss. So just 1 second. All right. I'll do one more. I'm pretty well marinated here, so yeah, we'll do one more song and get out of here. phone pick. Tune this thing up. That's the wrong guitar, actually. This thing's tuned low. Reposition this damn mic stand. All right. Here we go, one more song. Oh, baby, don't you wanna go home? Oh, baby, don't you wanna go home? Back to the land of California, to my sweet home, Chicago. Oh, baby, don't you wanna go home? Oh, baby, don't you wanna go home? Back to the land of California, to my sweet home, Chicago. 1 and 2, 2 and 2 and 4. I'm in below the baby. I'm books, I got to go, crying, hey, baby, baby, don't you wanna go home? Back to the land of California, to my sweet home, Chicago. Well, 3 to 2 and 4 and 4 to 2 and 6. Hey, below the baby, get your friends all in a trick, crying, hey, baby, baby, don't you wanna go home? Back to the land of California, to my sweet home, Chicago. Well, 6 and 2 is 8 and 8 and 2 is 10. You're running around with the friends, sure gonna get you again, crying, hey, baby, baby, don't you wanna go home? Back to the land of California, to my sweet home, Chicago. I'm going to California, back to the moon highway. Somebody will tell me that you need my help someday, crying, hey, baby, baby, don't you wanna go home? Back to the land of California, to my sweet home, Chicago. All right, that might have been my lamest version of Sweet Home Chicago ever, but there it was for you. Said this man is archiving the good old music. Thank you very much for that. Lead Rest, the Beatles suck? No. Listen to the Beatles. Said I thought I'd say that just to piss people off. It's confusing to me why people don't like the fucking Beatles. I think I'll finish this Hefeweizen. Now I'll get off here. I'm wearing out my welcome here on YouTube Live. There went my lyrics. Edward Blues Phillips. And John Paul says, well said. No, appreciate that. Now, my middle name is Alan. I've waited my whole life for somebody to ask me for an Allen wrench. Be like, Alan is my middle name. Says, nah, bro, it's very good. Well, thank you for that. I've flubbed some lyrics on there. Just doing that like off the top of my head. I've met kids who haven't heard of the Beatles. Well, those kids are fucked musically. And they'll never figure out how to write songs. Or a Phillips screwdriver. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. I can never find one when I need one. Need to marry a chick named Flathead, I guess. Well, I mean, like 100 years from now, like the Mozarts or Beethovens of this generation are going to be the Beatles. Like I think the 20th century will probably have like probably the Beatles, Bob Dylan, and George Gershwin, Duke Ellington, like a few people like that as their greatest composers of the 20th century. And I would put Hank Williams in there. I'd put Robert Johnson in there. Does anything upset you? Yeah, just people who don't know shit about music. Kind of pisses me off. Yeah, it's like when I'm playing like at the sports bar and trying to play some cool stuff, and people are watching the goddamn game on the 10 TVs they have on the wall. Yeah. You ever seen a UFO? Nah, I don't. I don't put much credence in UFOs. There's probably alien life like somewhere out there, but I don't think anybody's showing up here. Like, why would they want to? Hendrix probably. Yeah. Hendrix was my biggest guitar influence. They haven't heard anything, and most never will. It's sad. Yeah. Sad state of music education in this country. Really. I don't know how it is in other countries, but we have a pretty bad record on music education. I think like everybody should know who Robert Johnson is. Everybody should know who Miles Davis is. Everybody should know who the Beatles are, like Bob Dylan. Just all the great stuff that came from this country. How about Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon? Do you like the songs? That's a good record. Yes, I mean it's one of the classic records. It's kind of the Sergeant Pepper of the '70s. Now, um, I actually I'm kind of a heretic on Pink Floyd. I My favorite records are the Sid Barrett stuff, like Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Kind of more into the acid stuff, or the early like the psychedelic type stuff. Did you know that Hendrix opened for the Monkees? Oh yes, he hated it too. He actually threw down his guitar and walked off stage in Charlotte, North Carolina. But back in those days, they didn't really recognize like subgenres of rock and roll. They kind of considered it all to be one genre, and so yeah, they put these weird combinations together. And so yeah, you'd have like a Hendrix like opening for the fucking Monkees. Hendrix had a UFO. Yeah, he sounded like he had one sometimes. When he was fucked up enough, like playing some of that stuff. Chet Atkins too, no, and probably Blind Willie Johnson. But even the hypothetical aliens will get to hear him. And Chuck Berry. Yeah, they put a Chuck Berry song on the Voyager probe. Yeah. Did you ever play a gig where the owner tried to stiff you on your payments? If so, how did you handle it? Well, yeah, I have had that happen before. You just say "fuck you" and you don't come back. Like you argue with them. It's like, hey, like usually what they'll tell you is like, we didn't have like a really big audience tonight. So we're going to cut your pay. It's like, well, if I had a big audience, like, would you pay me more? You know? So you just don't play at that venue again. It's like way different audiences. Yeah. They didn't know that back in the 60s, with Hendrix and the Monkees. Sid Barrett is so good. What is your favorite song of his? I like the bike song for the Absurdity and also Dark Globe. I like Arnold Lane. I like See Emily Play. My sister's name is Emily, by the way. But let's see, like Astronomy, like that song they had. There's some more porn bots there. Hendrix's woman was a UFO, unidentified flying orifice. He probably had several unidentified flying orifices. Saucer full of secrets. Yeah, some good old stuff there. Didn't play in Jersey, LOL. Did early Pink Floyd not come to Jersey? He says, I love porn. Yeah. But porn is cool, but it's pretty easy to find without like having a fucking spam bot tell you about it. How did you meet your wife? I met her on Plenty of Fish, actually. She was Chinese, like from Beijing. No places in New Jersey are notorious for being bad that way. Shit. You a Springsteen guy? I guess that's kind of like the Leonard Skinner of New Jersey, like as far as I know. or is it Bon Jovi? I did. Relics album is my favorite. I've got like an old worn out copy of Dark Side of the Moon like somewhere. And it's like skipping and stuff, so can't really play it too much anymore. Are you hip to Skip James and cross note tuning stuff? Yeah, I've got like at least one skip. No, I got two Skip James videos on this channel. I got one of Devil Got My Woman, and I've got one of Crow Jane. But yeah, he used like a E minor tuning on most of his stuff. I'm gonna do a thing. Be right back. All right, you do that thing, man. And Gizmodo says yes, sir. All right. Duo Slinger says, I'm not sure, man. This Jersey is weird. And he says both actually. Okay. Like that's the two things I know from Jersey. Like there's like Bruce Springsteen and Bon Jovi. Not too familiar with that part of the country, but yeah. Cypress Grove, yeah. One of my dad's best friends was from Jersey, and we thought he talked weird. Like, but he probably thought we talked weird. I'm gonna smoke this and drink this beer, and I'll probably get off of here. What is the most difficult song you played? I would say that is "Cannonball Rag" by Merle Travis, and I've also done "Ice Cream Man" by Van Halen. That's pretty goddamn hard. You actually have to get down on your knees to hold the guitar up at the right position to do that lick. You know, when they do those stops in that song. Southside Johnny and the Ashbury Jukes. Don't think I'm familiar with them. Oh, Frank Sinatra. Okay, he was a Jersey guy. Yeah, or wasn't he? Yeah. Got some few Sinatra records down here. I actually enjoy listening to Frank Sinatra. What do your original songs tend to be about? Just stupid stuff, weird stuff. I'm a fucking weird guy. If you're a weird guy, you write about weird stuff. Willie Dixon for most prolific blues writer. Yes, well he wrote so many classic songs. He was kind of like the Lennon McCartney of blues music. You know, he wrote like all them Howlin' Wolf songs and all them Muddy Water songs. Do you think the modern national guitars are worth the price? Well, I haven't played any. I played some national dobros from like the 30s. My buddy Josh has some, but I wouldn't know what to say about the newer ones. Do you have a special ritual practice before recording, or are you more of a feel like doing a song today kind of guy? I don't have any special rituals really. I mean, just practice makes perfect. That's pretty much it. And Lead Rest says later. See you later, dude. So he wrote for Chess, talking about Willie Dixon. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, Willie Dixon wrote some of the best blues songs ever made. You know, they're all classics. Really appreciated this tonight, brother. Oh, I appreciate that too, man. I had a wooden dobro. Yeah, but mine's wood. Like the national ones that my buddy Josh has are like a goddamn like aluminum or something like metal, but they got wooden necks. Good morning, little schoolgirl. Yeah, that's some old hill country stuff. Yeah. How much do you practice a song before making a video? A lot, and I kind of practice it while I'm making the video. Like I do like multiple takes, and I find the one I like. You know, I'm cussing the whole time. I would like I wish y'all could hear the amount of profanity that comes out on my videos when I'm doing one of those outdoors videos. Like, fucking goddamn it! Like, especially when planes fly over. I fucking hate planes. Like, I'd hear that damn plane fly over, like, fucking piece of shit, I hope you goddamn fucking die. Like, get pretty emotional. What blues song do you like playing the most? Ooh, I couldn't put I couldn't tell you like which particular one. I mean, I fucking like a lot of them. Outtakes, yeah. I fucking might still have a copy of one of my airplane outtakes that I can put on YouTube or maybe Patreon or something with me like just cussing out like an airplane. How much time do you put per video? And LOL planes. Ha ha ha. It's a few hours. Like, takes about an hour to film one before the battery runs out on the camera. But, like, I kind of, like, practice and get ready, and then I hike out, like, into the woods and, you know, play it. And I do about 3 or 4 takes and pick the best one. That would be hysterical. I'll put one out there, like some outtake stuff. What kind of slide do you like the most? More into metal slides than glass ones, honestly. I mean, I've made some like bottlenecks and stuff, but I tend to like the brass and the like the chrome and stuff. I use like a chrome deep socket like for a lot of stuff. What is the best ragtime song for guitar? Like anything Blind Blake did, or Diddy Wah Diddy, or you know, West Coast blues. I thought your outside videos were done in a studio with a fake image. Haha. No green screen there. Those were done like out in the woods. Got like a bunch of woods out here. Would love an airplane cussing compilation. Well, I wish I had like recordings of all that. Like I might have 1 or 2 still left. Make believe stunt, Gary Davis. I'm probably gonna do like Samson and Delilah if I can get the damn vocals down. Like he was pretty out there with the vocals. He was a Carolina guy, you know. He's one of my local guys. But he lived in like New York for a long time. He like he taught like a lot of those like New York blues guys like how to play stuff like you know Candyman and all that stuff. All right, let's do a shot of moonshine. The Bronx. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do like a good old shot of like corn liquor and get off here, and I'll probably see y'all next week. See, Vincent Lemmy says, I remember the first video of yours I saw. I thought, damn, he can play, and damn, dang, he can sing. I can't sing that good. Samson and Delilah. I will do a video on that one. I know the music to it and just get kind of getting the singing down. Woody Mann, Stephen Grossman. Yeah, Stephen Grossman. I actually learned directly from like old God damn it, Gary Davis. Yeah. He's got some videos where he's talking about him and stuff. Next week, Sunday, same time. Yes. Same bat time, same bat channel. What might not be same time, might be earlier. Like I want to like get some more like my European people in on here. So I might do it like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What time do you start your streams? I always miss the music part. Like I've been starting at like 9 o'clock at night Eastern time. I'm thinking about like doing some earlier, you know. Good old Mountain Dew. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to end this stream now. It says, have a good one, man. Joplin, you have a good one too. I'll see all of y'all later. As long as it isn't football season. Good night from Mount Shasta, California. Be looking. All right. Oh, cool in New York City. What do you mean? Cheers. Yeah. Good job, man. Thank you. Good night and hope to see you next week. Well, hope you show up too. Thank you. Good night. Thank you, John Paul. He till lessons from Woody Mann. Took lessons from Woody Mann. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Phillips. All right, well, I'll see y'all later. Probably see y'all next Sunday, and y'all have a good night. I'm going to end this right now.